Using a tube filled with liquid, we can measure pressure differences between the ends of the tube. If we connect one end to a gas, we can calculate the pressure P1 using our relationship. Now, keep in mind delta P here is a pressure difference. What we have is a measurement of the pressure P1 relative to some reference. At the other end of the tube, the atmosphere is pushing back on the liquid, so our reference pressure in this case is the atmospheric pressure. We say that the pressure P1 is 30 kilopascals greater than atmosphere. We call this a gauge pressure. Now, recall that our original definition of pressure was related to the collisions between particles in a fluid. Gauge pressure is somewhat different than this. After all, it's a measurement relative to some reference. So let's refer to our original definition as the absolute pressure. Fortunately, relating these two pressures is straightforward as long as we know the absolute pressure of our reference. In this case, the atmospheric pressure is 101.3 kilopascals. Since P1 is an additional 30 kilopascals, our gas sample has an absolute pressure of 131.3 kilopascals. To convert from gauge to absolute, we simply add the reference pressure. Having both a gauge and absolute pressure may seem awkward in comparison to how we normally look at quantities in units, but if you think about it, we actually use this quite a bit. A perfect example is our measurement of temperature. Temperature is a measurement of the thermal energy of a system, and the absolute temperature is measured in Kelvin. However, we typically use the Celsius scale to talk about outdoor temperatures. It's a matter of convenience, since we have a reference, the freezing point of water, at 273. Rather than talking about a hot summer day with a high of 304 Kelvin, we quote the temperature 31 degrees Celsius, that is, 31 degrees above our reference temperature. Quoting a pressure as a gauge pressure is no different, and it happens that we have a very useful reference point, the pressure of the atmosphere surrounding us, 101.3 kilopascals.